Welcome back to the Battle Camp. So I posted a video earlier on today with regards to Tyson Fury and his decision not to take the fight with Deontay Wilder, not to fulfill the mandatory obligations that the WBC bestowed upon him. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about the situation from a Deontay Wilder perspective, because to my mind, he's literally come out smelling of roses, smelling of fucking roses because of how this is all played out. So, so if we basically rewind all the way back to kind of October, September, October time, whenever it was that the fight was originally announced, it is of my belief and my opinion that Deontay Wilder took this fight with Tyson Fury basically thinking that Tyson Fury is either a shot fighter or he just hasn't been able to recapture the level that he was at when he fought Klitschko. So he was basically a shell of his former self, might be a bit strong, but he just wasn't at the level that he managed to achieve previously. And when they made that fight, I think they felt it was a good time to fight Tyson Fury. Now, let's not get it twisted. Ben Davison, Tyson Fury's trainer, said in public, in the media, he said, "I don't think this is a good time for Tyson Fury to be fighting Deontay Wilder. I would have preferred him. I would have preferred him to take another fight first, but this is what he wants to do, so this is what we're going to do." So even Ben Davison wasn't sure Tyson Fury was ready for the challenge. So I think what Deontay Wilder's team thought they were getting when they originally fought Tyson Fury was a big name, someone who is able to talk the talk, but he just wasn't at a level where he could walk the walk, and they were going to take advantage of that. Now, by the way the actual fight played out, Tyson Fury came out of that fight basically with all the credit, and Deontay Wilder came out of that fight with his ability and his claim of being the best heavyweight in the world being severely questioned by the public. Now, there was already talk of a rematch, and that was just from a point of view of the public and what the public want, the public should get point of view, if that makes sense. But then, as we know, the WBC came with this statement that they put out of nowhere, like a fucking steel chair shot from WWE or an RKO, and basically said to us that, oh, we're now mandating Tyson Fury to have an immediate rematch, and because of his commercial value and the way the decision played out for the fight, we're mandating that Tyson Fury should get a 60-40 split. And like I mentioned previously, this is not a regular occurrence. Usually when sanctioning bodies mandate splits, it's usually 25 or 30% for the challenger. Anyway, so with that statement, it already kind of put Deontay Wilder, or his team, on the back foot, because when they were negotiating, or when they entered into negotiations, or if they were going to enter into negotiations with Tyson Fury, that could have been a stumbling block for the fight not happening. But with the WBC mandating it, they didn't have a choice. They had to make it happen, or else it would go to purse bids. And I mentioned this earlier as well. Deontay Wilder's team offered Tyson Fury a 50-50 split to avoid the fight going to purse bids. And the reason they wanted to do that is because they didn't want the fight, or the rights to the fight, or the purse to be, what's the right way of saying this? They didn't want the winner of the purse bid to be, a DAZN or ESPN. So the fight is basically out of the promotional hands of Deontay Wilder's team. So the reason why I'm saying all this, and we all know this information, we all kind of understand it, is at this point last week, Deontay Wilder was literally in a position where he was fighting someone that the general consensus is had already beaten him. And he was fighting this guy on a 50-50 purse split, even though the WBC had mandated that it was to be a 60-40 split. So he's giving him a bigger piece of the pie, and there's a very big chance that he's going to lose to this guy. But he hasn't got a choice. The WBC have mandated it. He's a WBC champion. If he wants to keep the belt, he's got to play the game. So this time last week, this is a situation that Deontay Wilder was in. If you fast forward to now, he has a genuine claim when he says to Tyson Fury, "You're ducking this fight." Regardless and irrespective of whether Deontay Wilder wanted the rematch, actually wanted to fight Tyson Fury. Because I don't believe that him and his team wanted that rematch deep down. And you can send me links to all the interviews that Deontay Wilder's done, talking about, oh yeah, that's the rematch, that's who we're having, that's who we want to fight next. We want to right that wrong. We want to get that W and all that kind of stuff. You can send me links to Deontay Wilder saying all of this stuff. And I'm not saying he hasn't said it. I know he said it. I've seen it myself. I've heard it myself. I'm telling you what I think, what I believe of Deontay Wilder. And given how the first fight played out, if he had a choice, I don't think, if it was entirely up to him, I don't think he would have chosen to fight Tyson Fury again straight away. But the way this whole situation has played out, and the fact that Tyson Fury has taken this deal with ESPN, I guarantee you Deontay Wilder's going to go on this media tour now. He's going to go and speak to whoever he speaks to, Ness on the Boxing Voice, and then kind of mainstream media outlets. He'll probably be on the Breakfast Club, and he'll probably be talking to everyone and whoever else wants to listen about it. And he'll be telling everyone how Tyson Fury, he felt that power. He felt that power, baby. And the thing about this power is, when you feel this power, you don't want no more. That's such a shit accent, but that's basically what he's going to say. I guarantee you. He'll just be talking about how Tyson Fury's ducking him, everyone's ducking him, everyone's scared of him, nobody wants to fight him because of the power. And whether he believes that deep down or not, I don't know. But I don't believe it. I don't. This literally has been a blessing for Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury deciding not to fight him. He's literally got away with it here, in my opinion. Because this is it. This was crunch time. He's now in a position where he has to just fight the best fighters in the division. Deontay Wilder I'm on about. And from a technical standpoint, he hasn't got the skills to hang with these guys. He just hasn't. He's literally got I wouldn't call it a puncher's chance, because it's more than just a puncher's chance. He's better than that, but he's not at the same level as the top guys in the division. So now it's just a case of how does he play out? How does he play out the rest of this year? Like, what do they do? How do they maximize the situation? So I'd assume they're going to fight Dominic Breazeale next. And he can get away with just saying, oh yeah, that was my mandatory, I had to fight him, get him out of the way. He'll probably beat Dominic Breazeale. But what next? That's what I'm really interested about. What will they do next? And don't be surprised if this fight with Tyson Fury doesn't actually happen later this year. I have a feeling, and it's probably just more wishful thinking than having a feeling, but given the position that Tyson Fury is in with ESPN and the likelihood of if the WBC do mandate this fight to happen later this year, Tyson Fury vs Deontay Wilder, I have a feeling that Deontay Wilder's team will want to avoid that situation and that fight happening on ESPN, just because of the personal kind of beef between Bob Arum and Al Heyman. And I think the only way to appease fans and the public, and for us to for Deontay Wilder to get away with not taking that fight, would be for him to fight Anthony Joshua later this year. Because now the guy that Deontay Wilder was so vocal about freezing Joshua out. Oh, we're going to freeze Anthony Joshua out. I've got opponents for the next 2 years. But the people that control his career, I'm pretty sure they'd rather freeze Tyson Fury out. But anyway, this is all just speculation, isn't it? No one really knows what's going to happen in the future. If we did, we'd all win the lottery and become millionaires. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with me? Do you think that the way this has all played out, has actually worked in Deontay Wilder's favour? Has it made him look better than he is? That's my opinion of it anyway. Please comment below. Please don't forget to like this video. Also, if you don't like it, hit the thumbs down, but make sure the comment that you leave makes sense so I can respond to it. Also, please, can you make sure you subscribe to my channel? I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.